Ah, hi Fabi. Hi Forever BBS. Oh my God, how are you doing? You're my one number one. How are you doing, dear? Yes, I'm so happy to see you online. I'll see you in person. Who knows? Mm. I'm kind of really working really low today. I'll be talking a little bit. I think I'm used to screaming, but it's like mm-mm, today it's another thing for me. The weather hasn't been so good, and this is it. I'll be talking like this today. So how are you doing, guys? Whom did you vote for? Are you happy with what's going on? It was a very big, nice surprise, right? I'm happy. So what are you doing today? Hmm, Tell me, write something. Number one, my number one. Thanks for liking the live. I'm so happy. Can you see me? I'm really happy. Okay, tell me. I'm also writing something here, so we shall be talking while I'll be writing something. The thing is that I wanted to come live and also do something. So tell me, because I can read every damn message, and it just said like number one. Good, thank you. And it also said hello. How are you doing? Hmm, Tell me, what's for the program tomorrow? Tomorrow we are not going to work. The offices are closed. So what is the program for tomorrow? I'm working on something here, but don't worry, I still have time for everybody. Please share the live, share the live. Yeah, it's actually behind the scenes. I usually do this on a daily basis because I have an e-commerce. I have to maintain the e-commerce. So, well, I usually log in and then check what I have to ship or. So basically, it works like that. But tell me, hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today you've got me really live because I have to work on something and I have to talk to you because it's really been so long since I last held my last live. I think something like 1 month ago, but I'm here. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Tell me, what are you up to today and what are you going to do tomorrow? It's not yet midnight. Is it midnight now? Still 11:17. Mm. Text me to hear when I am doing so well when it comes to my throat. Mm. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm not living without you. Sorry, baby, yes. 'Cause I'm not living without you. I don't wanna be free. 'cause I'm staying, 'cause fire BFF loves me. Oh, he loves me. Oh, love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Oh, yeah. Did you hear me sing? That was really calm. I usually shout on top of my voice. Today, I just had to do that. Mhm. Love takes time. Someone did something like this. No, she did something. I'll leave it at that. Or maybe that. No, maybe this. No, maybe that. This one is better. Forever BFF. Which one is good? This one, that, or that? Body. Oh, you tell me, how was your day? Inapari kuza swino tu. I can yay. Who knows that song? Mm-hmm. Get what I would make use of these pillows. Is I'm taking you behind my boring life. I have to sit behind this computer sometime every day. And today we have to do it together. Yes. Okay. The thing is that forever BFF. The thing is that today I have a very important message, and it is in regards with um people who usually um like to do the 9-5 jobs. It's a really good idea to do the 9-5 jobs. When you finish school, and then it's the very thing that you really want to do, get secure um job prospect, as in you look at having a stable life, a permanent contract, and when you know it's something that we dive into from school. You learn how to do a job, and it's the sense of working for someone. It's like you look out for security while working for someone, and with that, I mean you get the job and you want to stay working for these people all your life. You're going to work for them, get those permanent contracts. That's really good. But at the end of the day, you have to work for the 30 days for just one salary. And sometimes, if the salary is not so big enough, mm, there are times when you can't live off only your salary. That's when you hear people talking about side hustles, trying to earn from sources elsewhere. And I was one good, um, one of a kind when I had just finished school. My My idea was getting a job after school using my qualifications. You get a job, and after getting a job, you have to see that you really work so hard to be appreciated into the program of getting a permanent contract. But one thing I discovered about permanent contracts, don't get me wrong, permanent contracts are really good. They are really, really good, very, very nice. But the problem with permanent contracts, you get married to the job. Believe you me, you get married to a job and you won't have enough time to do things for yourself, especially if you get a permanent contract and you have to do that job for 5 days, 5 days in a week. Maybe it's ideal for people who don't have like haven't yet started families. But if you've started having a family, my dear, this 9 5 job will tie you down to this job and you won't have enough time to ever enjoy with your family. In the sense that, you know, when you have to go on holidays, and normally these working places, they close for 2 to 3 or 4 weeks. It depends on the country where you are. For us here, it's close to 3 weeks. Then you get some extra 2 weeks, you know, as an individual. Yeah. And it depends. Like for us, if you're working like for a council or a government entity, you're entitled to the 30 days. But if you work in the private sector, you're entitled to 2 weeks. And the extra 2 weeks, you know, you can take them, but without pay. And the thing is that if you go on holiday like us, I usually go on holiday like outside this country, you know, when we go to Australia, America, and you know, the going gets really interesting and you would love to stay a little bit longer. Oh, this job thing stays in your head. Every time you close your eyes, you just think about the job. Every time you close your eyes, you just think about when am I going back to that job. And when you get problems, maybe at the airport, something is not right, or you've forgotten something, and then they tell you all the air tickets, and then they tell you to go back, my dear. Hmm? Then you have to call. You have to call the workplace and tell them, guys, I'm stuck here with my children. It's like you have to you're explaining to God. And if that God is not so happy at that job, they are going to tell you, you know, the contract is done. And by the time you come back, you know, God willing, the things that you can still have your job, but the bigger chance is that you might not also have a job to come to. So that's always really inconveniencing to me. So that's why I usually like having a side job or a side hustle. Guys, it's not so bad to do something extra beside your job. It's like when you get problems, you're not stuck, yeah, with nothing. So that's really good if you happen to do a job. Invest also in a side hustle. This is my side hustle. I run an e-commerce, you know. I run an e-commerce and we pack when people like you purchase from my shop, my website, we pack we pack everything and send them over. So that's why I'm telling you, maybe go onto my website, see what I do. Maybe you can also replicate that because it's really a side hustle that works. And I want everybody, most people are not sharing their tricks on how they're surviving, how they're doing things, but at least, you know, you're my audience. And I wouldn't love anybody to get stuck, to suffer when I lose something. So this is why I'm using this opportunity to encourage you to have something of your own, to have a job that you can, or somewhere you can earn a living without depending on someone. Mm. I want you to go and look at my website, and I will be happy if you happen to purchase. But if you don't purchase, look at the idea. And if you want something like that, let me know. Then I'll let you. I'll give you all the nitty gritties on how to start something like that. But the thing is that you have to be registered. It has to be a registered company. Mm. I don't want you to come here the next minute and then you tell me, oh, I was trying to make some sales, and then the authorities had to come asking for taxes. Something was illegal. It's good to have everything in pipeline. It's good to have everything in line so that you don't face problems in the future. So the thing is that I want you to be responsible people. You know, you get your studies in place. We go to school to learn how to survive, right? When you go to school, you get ideas on how to survive. You can study and become a doctor, but that doesn't stop you from becoming a business person or an entrepreneur or working for yourself in that regard. But the sure way of surviving is having qualifications at hand. Though you might not live off the qualifications that you have, yeah, that depends on God's will. Most people, everybody is born with their own luck and capabilities. So if you happen not to earn from your profession or make use of your diploma, never have any remorse. Hmm? Never have any remorse and say, oh, I went to school, but it's like I'm not living off the books. I'm not earning anything from the books. Hey, yo, the thing is that when it comes to the books, you have security. When everything doesn't work in this world, you get your qualifications and use them, and you're guaranteed to get a job. You can do something where someone doesn't have to despise you and tell you, oh, you're here because of sheer love, or you're here because I helped you. It's the qualifications that you might be holding that are really putting you in that place at a given time. Hi, BFF, you're back. Hi, BFF, you're haunting me. You keep coming back, and it's like I'm not stopping. Because, yeah, uh, it keeps my lives also alive. Eh? The thing is that try, try to make it really good for your own self and see that you do things the normal way. That's going to school, have a qualification, but you can always become someone else by making something of your own. Becoming an entrepreneur is one thing that I would love everybody to become. I don't care if the whole world becomes, a world of entrepreneurs, then we have to look for workers somewhere. But the thing is that being an entrepreneur opens so many chances for you in this world today. Okay? The thing is that keep it in mind and have a look at my website in the bio. Tell me if you also want to start something like that. I'll tell you on how to go around it. something started as an individual. Okay, I'm not talking about people who are still um, seeking guidance. People who are still, young. You have to be at least 18 and above. mm, 18 and above. But then studying is like you have to study up to like 23, 24 years when you graduate from school. When you graduate from school, the knowledge that you have is not the same as someone who is uneducated. You see, the reasoning capacity is really different. You bring a lot of um, know-how and reasoning in your way because of your thinking, because you went to school. So that is one of the things that really builds, is the foundation for everything, guys. First, go to school, do something, then get a way of becoming an entrepreneur. Mm? Forever BFF, try to check in my bio. If you like my website, right? Yeah, you can always ask me a few questions there and here. I can enlighten you on how to make it to, you know. Yes, I know I might be going to bed a little bit late, but then it's like it's the tip of the iceberg. When my kids go to sleep, I have to stay awake at least for the next 40 minutes. That's when I have a clear mind. I think better, you know, I reason better. I can talk better, just like you can hear me right now. Okay? But the fact is, that everybody has to be an entrepreneur. Mm. It's a really good feeling. And get me right, you can get a job and work for maybe 4 days with the qualifications that you have. You always have to start from, you know, some higher level of payment. When you've got a bachelor's degree, when you have a bachelor's degree, of course, when you work for the 4 days a week, that's enough to live off, even when your activity as an entrepreneur is not yet, you know, that productive, because you have to do a lot. You have to sacrifice. You have to put in a lot of effort to make awareness, social media on what you're doing. So by the time people catch up with what you're doing, of course, you still have to do your 9 to 5 job. At this time, you can cut off the days and you tell them I need one day off from my contract, then I'll work even better. And I think I've done the job to the best and I still have to learn, but I need some time for myself. Normally, when you're working for very sober people, very good people, like the government institutions, like what we work for here, they can always understand and give you that day off. They just have to do something to the contract. They adjust it from a 5 day to a 4 day, you know. Then it becomes a 9 4. For us, yes, an 8 4 day contract, which can really help you if you have the qualifications, you know, because you're paid according to qualifications. At least 4 days per week of working, it puts you in a better position to live a comfortable life. And also, the fifth day, when you're not working, you can concentrate on your business. So, salary today, I'm really looking at the fact that at least, at least, you can commit yourself to an 8 4 day contract, and one day you commit yourself to your activity, You have to work like that until when you feel like your activity can really sustain you in the sense that you earn more, in the sense that you can really take care of yourself, pay yourself while you're doing this other activity. So, my idea I wanted to throw out today was all about becoming an entrepreneur at a very young age. You know, everybody should work for themselves, guys. You can do it. And if it's really, really hard, of course, you first get the job that you really studied for after university or something, the job that you really know, and then try to use the knowledge, do the job, and then after, sometimes when you get a little bit of cash, invest in the entrepreneur job or business that you would like to lead. So basically, that's it. I'm so happy. At least I've put out this idea. Those people who think it's really good, guys, like the video, share this video. Yes, I know I'm kind of sleepy, but this is the time I had to just talk about that, okay? And spread the word. Look at my bio and spread. Guys, share what you see in my bio. It's very important. Maybe people will learn from that and they will contact me and I'll give them some advice on how to start. Hmm? Thanks be to you. Thanks for watching and I wish you a very good night, guys. Okay, I'll do this.